Alright, up top, playing Protoss in a matchup that we understand. It's SiltStrider in green.
And at the bottom of Neo Destination, wearing yellow, it's DecofCaffee. DecofCaffee. Decaf coffee. Some kind of coffee, maybe. Not tea.
No, it's caffee.
I'm just gonna call him ginseng tea. Chamomile. It's decoff. Decoff. It's not real coffee anyway if it doesn't have caffeine in it. Mmm. Caffeine. Got some tasty coffee with some pumpkin spice creamer. Mmm. So good.
Did you just get a message from Chris?
I don't know. I mute Skype so that I don't hear beeps and so stream doesn't hear beeps.
He's been messaging me on Battle.net like this whole time.
Oh, I also have that set to busy too, so I don't have stuff popping up. I always forget to do it. Like something happens and then I have to do it. So. DecofCaffee, a little shout out for his grandma. Watching some Starbow, because DecofCaffee has the coolest grandma in town, in existence, really.
Dude, that'd be so cool. Dude, grandmas are awesome.
I hope he told her that he was going to be on TV, like kind of TV.
Yeah. Might as well be TV.
Yeah.
It's the way of the future.
So nothing too weird so far. Cybernetics Core coming down just ever so slightly late from SiltStrider. Usually comes down to 14, came down to 15. See if he gets that Cade Aaron Citadel next. Marine gonna chase this probe around the base for a while.
Do you know how experienced these players are? I know DecofCaffee is a veteran.
Yeah, DecofCaffee is. I feel like I played him back in February. Like he's been with Starbow, like off. I think he's been off and on a little bit, but since like the Total Biscuit hype. So like as long as I've been with Starbow. So. All right, SiltStrider getting the Dragoon range there. The Singularity Charge, as well as the Cade Aaron Citadel, which, if you're new to Starbow, allows you to use cool spells like Chrono Boost and Rift, and what is it called? Safeguard, or Safeguard.
I call it Shield Battery, and it's actually called Energize on the pylon.
Yeah, it's called Safeguard on the Nexus and Energize on the pylon, so it's a little weird. Strange kind of thing. But anyway, Rift allows you to rift up to 5 ground units back to the Nexus after a brief period. And Safeguard allows you to turn one of your pylons into an old school shield battery for group war. So, pretty cool. In addition, though, it also allows the pylon shields to regenerate faster. So, it can be used a couple of different ways. So, DecofCaffee going for the quick spider mines. I like that play. I think anything that involves focusing on vultures early is a good way for Terran to open up, because I hate vultures, because they're really good.
Vultures are like one of my top 17 favorite units. Right behind, like, the siege tank.
Yeah, they're a pretty good combination. So Singularity Charge is finished now, so these Dragoons should have an easier time kiting the Marines and tanks. DecofCaffee wants to be careful here. He does not want to lose one of his tanks, which very possible with these Dragoons out front here, though. They have lost their shields and you're going to need to back up.
The Vulture does come in, so...
Yep.
This is very smart of SiltStrider to leave.
Yeah, SiltStrider getting his expansion up, he should be able to keep this safe. Doesn't want to lose any of these Dragoons, though. That's my problem. I always wind up losing them. So... How many mines has he used so far? Just the one? No, he's only got one left. So he must have had one that he dropped and either got picked off or exploded earlier.
Something
Ooh,
like
the Dragoons get right up on top. But Vulture's are gonna try to drop some mines. Ooh, big mine shot. Takes out 3 Dragoons, but also takes out the Vikings. So we got 1 tank and 1 Dragoon here now. But there is an SCV on its way, and another vulture bike. So 2 vulture bikes, an SCV. That mine was such a rough to deal with. This is not fun right now.
That hurts.
Oh no, he attacked his own Dragoon.
I'd like to see DecofCaffee expand and research siege mode.
Okay, well he is expanding.
Alright.
And he is getting siege mode. Look at that, what a good call.
Right?
Finn, Nostradamus over here. SiltStrider just now getting his observatory, trying to deal with these mines, which can be pretty tough. He does have 4 Dragoons now, which can be enough to move across some mines, but it's hard to say. I think in their current formation he could, but this Vulture's going to try to put him down. Oh no! Loses 1 Dragoon to the mine. He's got to go now though because he wants to save this Nexus, and I don't think he's going to be able to.
No.
Nexus will fall here. Pretty good push here. This was one of those situations where SiltStrider, 1 big mine hit really is all it takes. Now the Observer's out, but the Nexus is gone, and SiltStrider did expand relatively quickly. I think he expanded after like 2 Dragoons. So, one gate expand with only after 2 Dragoons. He might have had a 3rd one, I'm not sure. But it's pretty early. So, DecofCaffee, really good position, got a huge SCV lead. Really, even on army, got pretty far ahead in tech really as well. So SiltStrider might just stay on this one base. He's going up to the robotics base. See if he goes for Reaver drops or if he just wants to start getting, I don't know, shuttle speed or something. I mean, if you're getting robotics base, it's usually involving some Reaver play. So
when you're talking about mines and having enough Dragoons to aim move the mines, the magic number is actually 2.
I don't think that's true anymore.
It's always been true and always will be true because
I thought there was a patch recently that did affect how fast the mines unburrowed or something.
yeah, they say that, but let's be honest. Starboard developers.
Oh man, Finn.
I know.
Bashing on our devs. Jerk. I know. I wind up losing Dragoons to mines plenty of times. When there's Vultures around, Dragoons will target the Vultures and then you lose everything to the mines. That's the big thing.
Oh yeah, man, Vultures are awesome.
Vultures are great units.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, nobody playing the campaign realized, or like also nobody until like what, 2002 or something? When did Boxer realize that like Vultures are good? I don't know what year that was.
Again, I was 3 when Brood War came out.
I didn't watch competitive Brood War because I had dial-up, you know? So it was like impossible. Alright. Plenty of Dragoons, got an Observer here, gonna clean everything up here. So let's try going ahead and getting that expansion. Yeah, let's see what kind of work he can get done with this shuttle with the Reaver and 2 Zealots here. So, DecofCaffee, has he scanned and did he see everything there? He did see the robotics base, so he does suspect.
Upgrade complete.
Because I was gonna say, he really is very prepared for this. 3 siege tanks in the main, got a turret here. He's even got mines placed down here. So, DecofCaffee's done everything appropriate to handle this.
Yeah, he's definitely prepared for it.
Yeah. So the Observer's gonna get in here and get killed, but I don't know if he would have seen those mines before that got killed or not. So this could just this could end pretty badly. Now you do want to drop those Zealots first. He will avoid the mines, and he didn't drop the Zealots first, and there goes the Reaver. So
I wouldn't label that as successful.
no, not the greatest. So just gonna go ahead and send that Prism home. Realize there's nothing much he can do there. SiltStrider's gotta start to take some sort of risks here, I think, because he is falling pretty far behind. You never really want to be on even bases with a Terran for too long, especially when you're down by 23 workers. So Dragoon's coming out. Vulture's gonna do a run by, and they're gonna get. He could go right into the natural, run right up into the main. That's what those Vultures are gonna do. just gonna have a heyday here. There's no worse feeling than watching vultures run around and slaughter your probes. Except maybe for Reavers slaughtering your probes.
Oh man. Oh. As a Terran player, this is mildly arousing, actually. That bias.
I'm having a hard time hearing you again. You're kind of quiet.
Really?
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, my mic isn't exactly the best. Oh well.
Alright, DecofCaffee staying very safe. Working on getting that third command center. Let's just float that down here. Cool thing about Terran, you can build your base in your base. Pretty nice.
And SiltStrider floating quite a bit of money. He really could and should expand.
Understandably scared of these vultures here. All their mines. Yeah, and he's got to start powering probes, which he's not building right now, which is pretty unfortunate as well. Oh no, the observer was trailing the army there for a bit. I think he's got those all in the same command, so maybe not. And DecofCaffee just continuing to throw down the mines, try to stay safe. Command center is almost done here. So SiltStrider has teched up to Templar tech. Where is it? There it is. Not believe he has Storm yet. No, he just finished recently. So DecofCaffee looking for all the typical expansion plays. Picking off that probe on its way to go expand, looks like. So always nice. You can stop an expansion from going up. Pretty useful. And DecofCaffee just going to continue to get more and more probes. How many has he killed so far this game? 18.
18 probes killed.
Yep.
DecofCaffee definitely
in a very good spot here. So looks like SiltStrider is going to come over here and get his expansion. Gonna take this one the wide ramp here, which is probably a good idea. The players are expanding toward each other. The nice thing about taking this expansion is that you can immediately take this back mineral only as well. So as long as you can keep things protected here. So this nice wide ramp here is better for Protoss with the Zealots and being able to get that big spread. You don't want to be trying to necessarily defend when tanks get up in a nice narrow choke here around this bridge area, looking at the other option for the third. So, but likewise, that's a good reason for DecofCaffee to want to take this expansion, because this choke is easier to defend with tanks. You can easily just spread this tank line across and cover both his natural and his third, and that narrow choke does help him out there. So Dragoon's gonna come down here to try to see what they can do. They're getting shelled from some tank fire though. He wants to back up, doesn't want to lose any more Dragoons than he has to here.
The way you say his name is adorable.
SiltStrider or DecofCaffee?
DecofCaffee.
DecofCaffee?
Yeah.
But it's like deck of, like, look, it's not decaf or decoff, there'd be two F's there.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's a play on decaf coffee. Jeez.
I know. Well, I'm just gonna call him decaf.
Dude, it's not that hard to say. DecofCaffee.
DecofCaffee.
It's actually
It's like deck of DecofCaffee.
Meanwhile,
oh, these vultures just continue to get in here. SiltStrider really has not learned to wall up around his natural or throw down a cannon or two. Does he even have forges, actually? I don't see any. So, actually, has either player upgraded? No, neither player has gotten any upgrades for their units, attack or armor upgrades. That is. So let's trying to get up to Arbiter tech. In the meantime, he's pretty far behind, and yeah, I was gonna say, DecofCaffee. It's time for the death push, and I highly doubt SiltStrider has resources necessary to take care of this. The tanks are starting to set up a nice little spread here. DecofCaffee spreading his tanks really well. Look at that. It's perfect. Zealot's going to come in here. No mines to drag, unfortunately, for him. But going to take care of quite a few tanks. And SiltStrider kept keeping his Dragoons alive. Pretty good. Handles death pushes better than I do, so. Especially without having really the necessary army units to do so. Needs to do some Zealot bombs here. He's loaded them up. Zoom out here. One thing though, Decaf is not pushing towards the third. He's pushing straight towards the natural. In the meantime, he's gonna get a fourth up too. Wow.
Yeah,
These Dragoons are really low on health and clumped up. Just strategically dropping a single Zealot at a time here.
If Terran pushed up to this third, there's no way Cross would be able to defend it.
Yeah. And it looks like there's going to be some Vultures in there right now, actually. Vultures along with some Goliaths, which don't do the greatest against Dragoons, but Goliaths are okay against Dragoons. Just walked through a mine. Really nice mine hit. And there's one siege tank there as well. So, SiltStrider on the ropes. He's getting his, is this his first Arbiter? His first Arbiter is now coming up. He's actually had the Arbiter tech for a while. Has he gotten any Arbiter upgrades, though? No, and he hasn't started working on them either. So, that Arbiter is not going to really do anything, sadly.
In his defense, he's broke.
Yeah. Yeah. That first push, really, I mean, I don't want to say the game has been won since the first push, but the game has been very, very, very difficult for SiltStrider to win since the first push. So, gonna see some more Zealot bombing. Some turrets are up here, though. So only gets to drop one Zealot bomb now that Warp Prism is virtually out of health. And SiltStrider is out of income. He's got a couple patches in his main and still a few in his natural. He's actually only binding with one gas, never replenished that probes on that gas there. Decaf, the coffee guy, is really just gonna starve him out, looks like. So, SiltStrider's gonna come out here, got an Arbiter, loses the Warp Prism, tanks and Zealots, trying to come out here and get some work done. But there's a never-ending chain of tanks spread after each tank.
Yeah, those are really good Zealot bombs from SiltStrider, but there's just way too much Terran.
Yeah. I mean, 189 to 100 supply. He is researching the stasis field now, but DecofCaffee has really a fantastically spread army where those stasis fields are not going to be able to do too much.
Meanwhile, the K-pop boy band at the top, picking off the pylon.
What?
Yeah, there's 10 of them, so they're a K-pop boy band.
Oh, okay. All right, that was a reference that was not immediately obvious to anybody. I like it though. I like it.
Like I always say, there's got to be that one guy who gets it. And that guy's.
We should ask chat. Chat, did anybody get that the first time?
Gee, I hope so.
I really doubt it. Alright, Stasis Field's about to finish. It's got 2 Arbiters. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have very many units. But you never know. I don't know if he's going to look to try to break this with now that his Stasis Field is finished or not. There are no science vessels, so the Arbiters don't have to worry about getting EMP, just to worry about getting shot down by these Goliaths, so have to be pretty careful.
That is a good number of Goliaths, actually.
Yeah, and DecofCaffee now is working on establishing his 6th base. So there's one stasis goes off.
Not the best stasis, but...
Yeah, unfortunately it's right in the front.
Yeah.
And this Arbiter is going to look for another area to stasis, but I don't think he's going to... Yeah, see, this spread from The coffee guy is pretty dang good. That Arbiter only gets stasis 3 units. So SiltStrider's just gonna try to make the best of it. And there is just a lot of Terran here. So... crushed!
And being totally manner, DecofCaffee takes the Protoss' third.
Yep, and there's the GG from SiltStrider. Alright, we'll be going on to game number 2.